briefly, I want to touch on this thing that has basically boiled my blood since, when was it? Probably 2016, is both sides engaging in this. I saw it more on the Democratic side because that's the side that's supposed to align with my left values more. But I recently saw the same thing happening with RFK on the Trump side, on the Republican side. And it's essentially either party and the voters of said party shaming you for voting for anything other than one of the two parties. Now, like, for example, say you're a Democrat, or you would align more with the left. God forbid you go, hey, let me vote for the People's Party or the Green Party or some other third party because you're like, the Democrats do not represent me anymore. I don't think that they're actually left. I'm going to vote with what my values are. These people will come in and say, well, that's a vote for Trump, and that it's a protest vote or it's a castaway meaningless vote. And I find that so unbelievably infuriating. You have no idea. The whole, basically, you're, taking away a vote from our candidate, and it's like, well, A, that wasn't your vote to begin with. That's my vote. I vote for whoever the fuck I damn well please. So this whole, oh my God, trying to shame someone, and then trying to basically make it out to be that it's merely a protest vote or something else. In some ways, sure, it could be a protest, but if I'm voting for a candidate because I think that they represent me more, that's not just purely me protesting the other candidate or two candidates from the two main parties. It could just be me voting based on what I feel is the best fit. Even if I know that they don't have a chance in hell of winning, I'm going to vote with my conscience. But this shaming from either side, basically, there was a lot of this happening with RFK. A lot of people on the right saying, oh, if you vote for RFK, that's a vote for Kamala. No, it's not. No, it is not. And that is a way of trying to keep you locked into this two-party system. Now, it's almost like social engineering, a way of getting the voters to even reinforce this concept that, no, you can never vote outside of the two parties, because if you ever do, you're just helping the other side, and therefore you're a bad person, and it's all going to be your fault. They did this to Bernie voters who were like, fuck it, now that you guys cheated Bernie, like, I'm going to vote for Jill Stein or something. And they basically almost I think it was just so clearly that Hillary was just a terrible candidate that she lost, but they really were trying to pin it on disaffected lefty voters and basically saying, you didn't vote the way that we think that you owed us. It's this vibe of, you owe us your vote, when in reality it's like, no, you better come get my vote. I don't owe you shit. If you don't actually make an attempt to come win me over with policy, then I don't owe you fuck all. And no amount of fear mongering about, oh, you're just going to help the other side. If Trump gets elected, it's all going to be your fault. I'm not falling for that. I vehemently disagree with that. I think that is a disgusting outlook. And that's pretty antithetical to the entire idea of this country, is that the politicians are supposed to represent you. So if they don't represent you and you have a lot of ideological differences with them and don't feel that they've earned your vote, then you don't owe them your vote. So that tangent aside, is you know, if you see a lot of that, and that's what I would encourage people to, mostly on either side, but because I align more with the left, I see this happen a lot more, is if you can't stand Kamala and you don't feel represented by the Democratic Party anymore, which God knows I haven't for a long time, when I really realized how much they've turned corporate and, basically are the exact same party as the Republicans. And it's not like it's a recent thing. They've been this for a while. I just woke up and was like, "Oh wow, they just, they wrapped themselves in a rainbow flag to hide, all of their corruption and pro-war and, pro-deep state three-letter agency but don't vote for them. If you don't feel represented, vote however you want. Don't be shamed by these people who will never ask the politician to actually come get your vote, but they will be the first people to shame you into trying to essentially emotionally blackmail you into voting for their preferred candidate. And that is wrong and it's disgusting. So don't let anyone do that to you.